Providence Church began in 1763 as a log structure, as a meeting house, a church gathering spot, burial grounds, and today we're going to look quickly and briefly in the burial grounds, Providence Memorial Cemetery. The oldest part of the cemetery is now what is called railroad tracks. However, in the very beginning, it was an old Indian trading path, and then it was a stagecoach path, and then it became an artery for the railroad. And many of the earlier graves are no longer available due to having wooden headstones and markers like that. However, you can see the actual church is a long way from where this corner is located here in the cemetery. There are actually 4 sections to the cemetery, this being the oldest section that goes up to about this tree line. Many of the earlier settlers have family members who are buried in the older section. You can see where the number of headstones picks up into the second section. Some familiar names like Whitsett and Holt and Andrews and Rich and many others are buried here. The connection with the Turntines and the Sellers and Benjamin Rainey all go back to this cemetery, and many of them lie at rest here. A very popular name that has many people buried out here would be the Hardin family, who among many others were instrumental in the beginnings of Graham in Alamance County. As we move into the next section of the cemetery, you'll notice this marker with the little flag beside it and the little curved top. And as we pan back, you'll see the green sign which indicates the middle of where the 4th structure was built from 1865 to 1870. And I'll show you a picture later that will help you identify how we found out that structure. All of the graves that are buried in this section are younger than 1927. All the graves buried around this section were older than 1927. The church building was actually moved in 1927. This indicates the northwest corner of the building. As we pan up, you can see that indicates the southwest corner of the building there, and then you can see how far the church was moved, 225 feet in 1927. At that point in 1927, it was a wooden framed church building, and after it was moved, it was bricked right where it is now. That particular move was engineered in a way to not cause structural damage to the church. And this, of course, is the center of where the building once stood. As we pan over, you can see the new section of the cemetery that was expanded after the church was moved. A new section has been opened just past the edge of these markers down the hill and over to the right, and grave sites are available for purchase now.